David Fincher's $327 million killer thriller with one of the greatest endings in movie history is coming to Peacock. David Fincher has had a career filled with hits, whether in the thriller, sci-fi, or drama genres. However, one of his most recognizable films is 1995's 70 Yen. The film came 3 years after his feature debut with the critically panned Alien 3 and marked his breakthrough project. Starring Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Spacey, the crime thriller is still one of the best films in the genre. Those who haven't watched Fincher's masterpiece will get a chance soon because the 70 Yen is heading to Peacock on August 1. The 70 Yen was directed to look timeless, and it was set in an undetermined time period in an unnamed, crime-ridden city. The movie follows a nearly retired detective, Freeman's Detective Lieutenant William Somerset, who is partnered with a younger detective, Pitt's David Mills, and their efforts to stop a serial killer who is committing a series of murders based on the 7 deadly sins. The crime thriller received positive reviews when it premiered and is still considered a must-watch for any lover of the genre, especially for its perfect ending. On Rotten Tomatoes, the 70 Yen has a positive 84% approval from the critics, as well as a certified fresh badge, but a higher, near perfect 95% rating from the audience on the popcorn meter. The 70 Yen was also a commercial hit. Produced on a budget of around $30 million, it grossed 11 times its budget, ending its run with $328.9 million worldwide via the numbers. David Fincher's thriller was the 7th highest-grossing film of 1995. The 70 Yen celebrated its 30th anniversary this year, and the film was released in 4K UHD earlier this year. Although the movie holds up well, Fincher admitted earlier this year that the film would look different if it were released today. So 70 Yen, would I do most of it differently? Now? No. Would I do some of it differently? Yes, absolutely. Fincher admitted in an interview with Variety from January 2025. I'm an entirely different person now. But also, the landscape for cinema has changed so radically in relation to stories that have this kind of violence. I don't know in 2024 if you could approach the film in the same way. You probably couldn't. People would probably feel it's a cop-out, but maybe not. Brad Pitt admitted he almost rejected the role and says 70 Yen Academy Award-winning actor Brad Pitt is now a household name thanks to a series of hits. However, the actor, who rose to fame thanks to Ridley Scott's Thelma and Louise, struggled with balancing his career in the 90s. After several hits like Legends of the Fall, Interview with a Vampire, and A River Runs Through It, Pitt admitted he almost rejected the 70 Yen. I had hit a point. 1994 was such a bugged-out year, he recalled. I had not so great experiences coming off a couple of jobs, and I wasn't sure what I was doing. He continued, I read the first 7 pages. I call her up. I go, are you kidding me? The cliché old cop wants out. The young cop comes in and is looking at his high school football trophies. However, the actor met with a director who inspired him to take the role. Al Fincher was just talking about films like I'd never heard anyone speak about film. He continued, I just got the Jones back. Finding that thing it just reinvigorated what I wanted out of this thing. So 70 Yen will be available to stream on August 1st on Peacock.